Welcome to Discovering Artown 2018. I'm thrilled to welcome everyone to the 23rd Annual Artown Festival. Hi, I'm Beth Macmillan, Executive Director of Artown, right here in Reno. Join us for the next half an hour as we explore some of the events and exhibits happening throughout the month of July, featuring artists and paintings and fun things to do with your children. Let's go. Kicking off Artown this year is a dance company called Bandaloop. They will be rappelling right off these walls at City Hall for a performance you do not want to miss. It's happening on Sunday, July 1st. Here's a sample of what to expect, as well as some other performance-based events.
For Artown this year, Piper's Opera House is having a performance done, which is also a musical, for A Midsummer Night's Dream. And it ties in beautifully with Piper's Opera House because Shakespeare and Thespians would actually perform down at the first opera house here in Virginia City. So having that tie-in with A Midsummer Night's Dream is going to be fantastic. Piper's players came to Piper's Opera House actually last year with putting on a performance of A Nightmare Before Christmas. So they held auditions, they formed this group. It was very, very successful. They sold out every single show. They'll be bringing that back this year. And it's a great community group that they're coming from all over Minden, Carson City, Reno, up into Virginia City to put on these plays. So we're excited to have them here for A Midsummer Night's Dream. Artown is expanding, so having Artown up here in Virginia City is great. It's a great component to Artown being down in Reno and the plays that are going on down there, and bringing another play up here for people to come and experience. They get to not only experience the play, but also experience Piper's Opera House, the history that's behind the walls here, and then also the history of Virginia City as well. The history of Piper's Opera House, it goes way back. This is actually the third opera house for Virginia City. The first one was built in 1863, and this one here is from 1885, which is still very, very old and just very special. There's been so many different events that have happened here, and even the one that was built initially, Mark Twain performed down there. Edwin Booth, who was a Shakespearean thespian, which ties really well with A Midsummer Night's Dream, was down there as well. And just bringing it up here, we offer tours, we offer a great space for the community to get together and do performances as well. So what's really going to be neat about this play, they're going to be adding a musical component, real modern music. It's going to be super family friendly, and we're adding it's going to be more modernized, so people are going to be able to understand it. It's not going to be in Shakespeare's terms or anything like that. So if you read it in the past, they're going to get a really new, easy grasp on it this time. And then kids who are listening to it and hearing the music, they're going to enjoy it as well because they're going to be able to understand it. Piper's Opera House is going to be hosting Midsummer Night's Dream on July 14th, 15th, and then the following weekend on the 21st and 22nd. So on the Saturdays, it's going to be at 7 p.m. On the Sundays, it's going to be at 2 p.m. We're located on 12 B Street here in Virginia City, so around the corner of Union and B. There's plenty of parking. We'll have more information once tickets are bought on where people can park and enjoy the town.
Destination Dance is a site-specific dance tour through downtown Reno. We produced this tour in 2015 and we're back again with new sites. It's about a 1-hour walking tour, covers 1 mile through downtown Reno, and you'll experience modern and contemporary dance inspired by the locations that it's performed in.
Vibrant, bold,
community,
inspiring, full of energy,
fun, sense of place,
freeing, modern and contemporary, creative, energetic,
historical, cutting edge.
This project is a passion of mine because Destination Dance allows modern and contemporary art forms to be viewed by our public. It also brings together local choreographers and local talent, showcasing what Reno has to offer in this field of dance. 5 choreographers, 30 dancers, 5 locations, 1 day, 1 mile. West Elm, Trinity Episcopal Cathedral, Renaissance, Washoe County Downtown Library, Nevada Museum of Art. Support our local dancers, come and experience site-specific dance, tour through downtown Reno, and have a great evening. Artown is something we're proud of. It represents our city on a national level. It is something that our community can be proud of to see local dance, local art, local performances through the month of July. And it's something I've been a part of almost my whole life.
So here we are in one of Reno's gems, the National Automobile Museum, where they have just installed a new exhibit, the Nevada Challenger Space Center. We are so fortunate to live in a community that is rich in art and talent. It reminds us and inspires us of who we are. And it's equally important to instill this in our youth, which is why we have a big focus on family and children events this year. From campfire stories in Galena to making art in space, we have a broad spectrum of events for everyone. So come, check it out.
Welcome to the Nevada Space Center. We're excited to have this here in Reno, Nevada at the National Automobile Museum. It's a project that incorporates the Challenger Learning Center of Northern Nevada, as well as an exhibit that helps to interpret space exploration for visitors of all ages. And it's a chance to do interactive activities based on actual NASA science. And it uses both the science and art in the form of computer-generated imagery and interactive video game technology.
Putting the rocket into orbit.
So you get a chance to be the astronaut, to actually learn what it's like to pilot a spacecraft, to drive a rover on the Moon or Mars using actual NASA reconnaissance data. There are also other activity stations where you can learn about music, art, like the artwork of Alan Bean, the fourth man to walk on the moon. You can see some of the work that he's created, and you can get a chance to learn a little bit more about rovers, for example.
Welcome home, Richard. How the suit feel?
Feels good.
We have a rover from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It's a mock-up, a full-size mock-up of the Opportunity rover that's still operating on the surface of Mars. Here at the Nevada Space Center, we want to provide a range of different activities where people get a chance to meet scientists and engineers. So we have Science Saturday events. We have programs that are based in our Advanced Spaceflight Laboratory, there's only 2 of those in the world, and that allows you to fly out into the solar system. We also have the Nell J. Redfield Mission Control Center here, and that's a facility where participants get the chance to be mission controllers on Mars, helping to operate a mission, a NASA-based mission in the future on Mars. So that's part of the facilities. We also have a digital dome where we can show a variety of different programs, and during art time we're excited because we're going to be able to show a program called Seeing, and it's about how light works, how our eyes work, how light from distant stars reaches us and enters our retina and allows us to be able to discover things about that star, but also be able to see the world around us, to discover the universe. We got together a team composed of people from Arts for All Nevada, some of our flight directors, experts from NASA, and we also were able to work with Alan Bean, who sadly now passed away, but he is the first artist to actually visit another world and create artwork based on his experiences as an Apollo astronaut on the surface of the moon. So we have here some of his works that show his team members, his friends and colleagues operating rovers, for example, during the Apollo 15, 16, and 17 missions. You can also see the techniques that he uses, where he sculpts the surface of the art to create a kind of a 3D textured surface, very much like the moon in certain ways. He also was allowed to keep portions of his spacesuit, including patches, which were impregnated with lunar regolith, and he blends these little portions into the original paintings. So there literally is a little bit of moon dust in each of his depictions of the moon. So we're excited to invite people during the month of July to experience all these range of activities, the exhibit and the Artown activities, which you'll get a chance to experience music and painting and art, and just an interdisciplinary adventure. So bring the whole family, bring all the participants, check out everything that's available here at the Nevada Space Center, and join us for Artown.
The Park Ranger program started in the 1970s as a way to protect, preserve, and promote the natural, historical, and cultural resources that exist throughout Washoe County's regional parks and open spaces. The Galena Campfire program plays into that same mission of preserving, protecting, and promoting, in that it's not only meant to be an educational and entertaining series, but it's also meant to bring folks out to the park and increase visitation and hopefully increase awareness and appreciation for the parks. The Galena Campfire Program Series kicks off on Friday, June 22nd with cowboy poet Larry Maurice, followed by Camp Starbound on June 29th. Camp Starbound's a performing arts camp that occurs here at Galena Creek Regional Park up at Camp Weechemy. Friday, July 6th, we'll have Master Falconer, Marie Gaspari Crawford. She's a raptor expert, so that's going to be a really cool, fun wildlife presentation. Then July 13th is Sage Creek. They're a bluegrass band that's been playing this program for a couple of years, and they're great. They're super popular. July 20th is one of our historic presenters actually to the program, Brother Dan Palmer. He's presented at Galena Campfire programs dating back 20 years ago. July 27th is our last program, and that's going to be Nevada Department of Wildlife's bat program. Dr. Tricia Dutcher, who works out of Oxbow, she comes out and she does one program for us every year, and this year we're going to educate the public on the bats of our area. This is a family-oriented program, and that's the way it was formatted from the beginning. That's one reason why we have the campfire and we do the marshmallow roast. That's one way to encourage parents and grandparents to bring those kids out and expose them to the program. I light the campfire at 7:30 on Friday night, so although the program started at 8 o'clock, come out early, get a picnic site at one of the nearby picnic spots, have a barbecue with the family, and then come out and roast a couple of marshmallows. We'll do some storytelling before the program. So, great for families.
Here we are at the Wilbur D. May Museum, named after the 20th century adventurist and philanthropist here in Reno. The center's Arboretum, Museum, and Botanical Gardens are places where Wilbur's passion can live on through fun and learning for visitors of all ages. This year, the park has partnered up with Artown to present Dragon Lights Reno. A dazzling exhibit that lights up the night. 39 larger-than-life illuminated works, crafted by Chinese artisans, will be on display, hailing the ancient art of lantern making. Come enjoy live performances and craft demonstrations.
A lot of teenagers, they look down on the arts. They see it as something that's not going to get you anywhere. I've been told countless times it's not going to get me anywhere, and hopefully by painting pieces that represent these teenagers and their life experiences, more teenagers feel engaged and more teenagers are actually interested in the arts. My name is Ricardo Rubalcaba Paredes, and I am a fine artist. Whenever I get the opportunity to, I'll paint. Even if it's for 5 minutes, I will find some way how to paint. I'm Mexican American, I'm first generation, and I'm very proud to be Mexican American. And in regards to the manner in which me being Mexican American affects the pieces I produce, it's more of the morals and the experiences I have obtained as a Mexican American. I've always been interested in learning about different cultures and sharing people's stories, and I didn't know that that was a major influence, but now that I'm older, I've come to realize that that is one of the primary reasons why I feel as if I have to address civic issues. Art is the manner in which I am able to voice my opinions without a care in the world. I am currently painting the Mona Lisa. However, I am painting the Mona Lisa as an indigenous woman. My intentions with this piece are to change the narrative in regards to racism, specifically towards Native Americans. So the Mona Lisa is seen as a prestigious woman, but just a part of that prestige is the fact that she's a white female. So if you paint a woman, the Mona Lisa, as a Native American, then that changes the narrative, because you're placing Native Americans in a position of power which isn't typically seen in our society. We need to talk about things that make us uncomfortable, and if that topic is racism, or if it's about sexual harassment or abuse or human trafficking, it's necessary that we start a dialogue. Art goes through specific trends just like everything else does. Currently, there isn't necessarily a movement that pursues giving individuals who are underrepresented a voice. And because of the morals that my parents taught me, because of my culture, I intend to give individuals who are underrepresented a voice. Hopefully, my pieces will impact society in a positive way, and if you want to come and see my pieces, I will be having a gallery from July 1st until July 30th at the Coffee Bar. Artown is the opportunity to pursue an art career. Being in high school, in general, high school students who want to pursue a career in art typically don't, just because of the lack of opportunities, and they're typically discouraged from it.
Artown, I think, is about experiencing the range of human emotions and the human condition, combining, for us, space exploration and an understanding of the universe with all kinds of disciplines, whether that's art or music.
To me, especially now that Artown's over 20 years old, to me now it's become a tradition. And I think that it's extremely important to our community because it allows folks from the outside world to see what's going on arts and culture-wise in Northern Nevada now, not just Reno.
So me participating in Artown this year with my gallery, it's hopefully the jumpstart of a career, because this is honestly, it's my passion. Nothing else in the world makes me as happy as art does.
I love interdisciplinary activities, and I think combining art and science, the synergy is fantastic. So the chance to do that here in Reno is wonderful, it's exciting. And wherever we go, wherever we explore, we take our humanity with us. So that means music and art and exploration and science and discovery. So I think a program like this that combines all of that is a fantastic adventure.
With a venue like the Galena Campfire program, we're taking folks out of their comfort zone downtown and putting them quite literally in the woods. So I think that that's fantastic that we're not only promoting a vast array of arts and culture, but also environment.
Well, that's it for our show. Remember, this is just a taste of all the different exhibits and events and performances happening throughout July. If you'd like to know about any event, head to renoisartown.com. And remember, this is just the beginning of discovering Artown. The rest is up to you.